I am in shock. I don't think you're ready. Very exciting delivery. I've had Botox down to this product. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. Coming to you in the midst of a hectic but lovely week. I'm picking up the camera now because I feel like it's a little bit more entertaining, but I'm in the middle of packing and prepping for a little press trip that I've very kindly been invited on. I have very kindly been invited on a 24-hour retreat with Hello Lingo, which you may recognize from a previous vlog. I was talking about wanting to figure out what food works for my body and my energy, and Lingo actually very kindly got in touch with me to try it out. So I have been doing so and have been very interested in it. However, I'm very new and very uneducated in monitoring my glucose levels and what's a good spike and what's a bad spike. So Lingo have actually very kindly invited me to a 24-hour retreat to the Beaverbrook Hotel in Surrey, which for one is phenomenal. I had a look at it and it looks incredible, and every time I tell someone that I'm going there, it is like a gasp of jealousy. So I'm very, very excited that I have a really gorgeous hotel room. There's nothing better than a gorgeous hotel room. And within this 24-hour trip, we are going to be introduced and educated to a lot more about Hello Lingo, about glucose levels, and also as well, it's going to be really lovely. I think we've got a couple of workshops about nutrition, energy, breath work. So it's going to be a really lovely, relaxing and refreshing 24 hours. So I actually have the biosensor in my arm already. I set that up this morning. I've got the app ready to go again. Super easy, super quick, like the last time, and it lasts on my arm for 2 weeks. It also does come with a protector as well, which I need to apply, so I'm going to do that now. But yeah, I'm in the midst of packing, nearly there, so I thought I would carry on packing with you guys and then we can head off, well, I can, to a lovely 24-hour staycay at the Beaverbrook Hotel. Okay, packing is nearly there. I have my makeup products ready to go in my Tata Harbour case, my makeup brushes in an Elemis cosmetic case. I then have my skincare. I've got some little bits. I'm going to be taking my Jo Malone Rose and Magnolia scent, hairspray. I need to go and get my GHGs, a makeup remover cloth from Halo. I'm also going to take this. I've kindly just received a package from AG1 and they kindly gave me some travel bits as well. So I'm going to take that to have in the morning. I need to grab my supplement. I've just decanted the magnesium tablets into another pot, and I've just put all my other Wild Nutrition tablets in here so I don't have to take all of them. So I've got my magnesium, the ashwagandha, the multi supplement for women, and the energy ones, and also some JS Health detox and debloat. So that's all good and organized. Charger. Okay, bag is done. I know it's 24 hours, but I have had to pack so many different like itinerary things, and also so I don't know what the vibe is tonight. So I've brought a couple of different blouses. I have bought a couple of different bags. I'm still renting a couple of bags from Bottega. So I've got the red Bottega and the brown Valentino. You never know, just in case. And I've got swimwear, pajamas, tripod, all the gear, no idea. So I have a car picking me up in an hour, so I'm going to make a matcha and get on with a bit of admin. Wow, sorry. Wasn't too bad. Yeah, super easy. I am in shock with my room. I literally have just gasped the whole time as I entered this place. It is so beautiful. I'm not too sure if I've told you already, but I'm staying at the Beaverbrook Hotel and it is just incredible. It is so beautiful. I actually cannot believe I'm here. So let's do a quick room tour before I head down to meet the rest of the team. Okay, so I'm not too sure what room I'm staying in, but oh my goodness. So this is my bedroom. I am in just utter awe of how they've designed each and every room I've just walked into. I love this wallpaper. It's this really gorgeous coral mustard wallpaper, and it's got all the beautiful vintage illustrations. It's so beautiful. And look at my bed. I've arrived to some goodies. So we have the pink Stanley Cup, which is lovely. A bag full of lovely bits and bobs. So we have the Lingo 2024 Wellness Retreats. We have the chamomile tea bags. Oh, this will be good for later. A This Works Deep Sleep Pillow Spray. A chocolate fudge peanut bar, which I might have now because I'm starving, alongside a new slip eye mask. Honestly, these are the best, in navy blue to match the Lingo. Oh my goodness. But anyway, let's talk about the star of the show, which is obviously this bedroom. The textiles and the colour of this place is just incredible. But guys, this bathroom, I don't think you're ready. This bathroom is insane. I am so excited. It's so beautiful. I even have a Lingo little mirror selfie set up for me. It is so beautiful in here. It has all the Bamford products as well. Oh my goodness, this is just absolutely beautiful. Wow. Oh my god. Even the flooring is beautiful, and I have found the dressing gowns. That's all I need in my life. So yeah, so sadly only here for 24 hours, but I'm really excited to go and explore this place. It's huge, and I actually can't wait to see what's about. So first things first, I'm gonna quickly freshen up and then head on down. Right, I'm heading to meet the rest of the group now, and it's literally like amazing here, but honestly I'm so excited to explore. It's so beautiful. I have no idea where I am, but let's go and find everybody. It's so beautiful in here. I like all the textiles, the floors, the artistry. It honestly is full of so much history, and it's just incredible. Look, Winston Churchill used to stay in that room. Wow. Fleming and Kennedy used to stay in this room. It's just incredible.
We like to travel, we like to drink alcohol, we like to live our lives. So it's not that every moment and every day can be perfect and optimized, but what we, I suppose, spend a lot of time and effort and energy to do is that once you learn, okay, which things, within the rhythm of our natural wake-sleep cycle, which of the habits, which behaviours, which things are going to make me feel my best, which things are going to energise me. So if I know, for example, I've got an important day, if we do endurance races, if I've got an event, if I'm delivering this talk on stage, something like this, if I know I want to feel my best, I want to have the energy to do the things that I want to do to live my life, the more tools that I have to be able to optimise that energy naturally, the better off I'm going to be. So that is why we really focus on this natural body clock, this circadian rhythm, because the modern world is kind of working against us a lot of the time, and so this whole program is essentially a bit of an antidote to that.
Okay, we are back in the hotel room. I'm literally just getting myself ready for the evening. I have just filmed this look, and I feel like it's a really good date night look. I think this will be going live just before Valentine's Day, but if you don't follow me already, I would have probably linked this anyway over on my Instagram. This is a really gorgeous off-the-shoulder top from Pretty Lavish. Just a really nice, like, comfy jumper, and then I've just paired it with my Me&M black trousers and Bottega bag, and then also the Russell & Bromley lace heels. It's very casual actually, so I'm not too sure if I should change into trousers, so yeah, I'm not too sure what the vibe is, but I feel like this is quite kind of like a casual-ish look. But anyway, I'm going to quickly top up my makeup and then get going.
With the sides to go with this, it's much more about real food being cooked and then you eat it.
So we've just arrived at the dinner and look at this table. It is phenomenal, and we have a gorgeous, I think it's a Japanese like barbecue over there, and it looks phenomenal.
See it in the film, you actually get to experience it. Have the reason to it.
About to do a breathwork, little workshop. So we're in the library. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. I want this footstool. That's so cool. Hello guys, I have had the loveliest evening. Just got back into my room and I've made a little chamomile tea and I'm gonna get ready for bed. I did do a little bit of shooting in here because I just couldn't not with how beautiful this bathroom is. It is absolutely stunning, but I thought I'd actually do my makeup removal with you guys to show you what I've brought on my trip. I don't know if you've seen in previous vlogs, I actually store quite a lot of like mini products. So I actually kind of got sent the Lumine advent calendar, which was delightful because it had so many minis, which is really good for travel size. So I have the Lumine oat milk cleanser. I didn't really chat much when we were at dinner, but we were very kindly hosted at their kitchen garden restaurant, which is like literally just like a safari teepee. It's so beautiful, and it had this grand copper table, which was incredible, and then it had like a couple of fire pits within the table itself. Then we had a chef in there and we got fed the most exquisite food, which is grown and sourced from their land. And then we got to know a lot about the Beaverbrook family, the history about this place. It was just really lovely. I ate deer, which was really lovely. I don't know if you have followed me for a very long time. I went through a lot of stages of trialing out different diets, and obviously because of my allergies, but also not only just because of my health. I do really stand by, like, obviously the sustainable side of eating meat and everything like that I do value. However, I have slowly introduced meat again, and I say slowly, but maybe more of like a smaller scale, because it really helps with my stomach. I have a really sensitive stomach, and having protein in my diet has really helped and really calmed it down. So yeah, since been introducing meat back into my diet, I just feel like stomach has really calmed down, which has been amazing. And as well, especially on an occasion where like sourced meat from their grounds, like it was deer, and I feel like experiences like that are just so incredible, and it was delicious. Like, it was so incredible. Gonna go in with the Lumine Triple Glow Radiance Elixir. So a really lovely dinner, and it was actually quite nice and light, so I feel quite fresh, and we had it quite early as well, because I do at home as well when I'm on my own. I do try to eat earlier, so then I have time to let my stomach digest the food before going to bed, because that doesn't really help with one, digestion, and also as well your glucose levels. So it was really good. We did that, and then we went to the orangery room and we did a breathwork session, which was really good. It was really interesting, and it was just a really nice way to calm the mind before getting into bed. So really lovely, chilled evening. And then I just went and explored the hotel because it's just so beautiful here. Just gone in with the Sarah Chapman Digital Rest. So yeah, it's been a lovely evening, a really nice group of people, really interesting to get to know about the brand and just lifestyles. And I sat next to the dietitian who works for Lingo, and it was really interesting. She's from Ohio. I love talking about food and people's diets and what works for different people, because we are all very different, and I think your diet could work for you but it wouldn't work for me. and it's just really interesting to see that kind of concept of things. So yeah, so it's just very interesting, and I'm really enjoying how beautiful this hotel is. So far that is what my Lingo is looking like at the moment. So it's proper calmed down, which is amazing. And my spike, even though it looks like a spike, it's actually not that horrendous. Like if it goes above the 7.8 line here, then that's a problem, but it just hits it and then that's it. So that's quite good. So yeah, so I am going to love and leave you, and I'm going to head to bed with my cup of tea, and I'm gonna watch Grand Designs. Bye. For our walk, and I'm about to take my supplements and some new AG1 powder. I kind of got sent this yesterday. You're supposed to have this on an empty stomach. However, I've already had my morning coffee in bed, and I know I wasn't supposed to. However, when do you get the chance to have a coffee ordered to the room in a hotel room at the Beaverbrook in Surrey? Like, that for me is just such a simple pleasure. They stopped me from having a glass of champagne at the bar. We weren't drinking last night, and I know that sounds silly, and I do feel good for not drinking. I feel amazing. I was really productive last night actually. But we are in the most beautiful, famous UK hotel, which was infamous for a lot of politicians and very famous people to escape to the countryside and enjoy this incredible hotel. It's so beautiful. I can't wait to walk around and see what it's all about and see what it looks like, because we arrived and it got quite dark. So yeah, so I will have to definitely come back and have a glass of champagne in the library, because this place is just beautiful. I will definitely be coming back. It is, to put it on your wish list, it is absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, I'm gonna get wrapped up and get a beanie on, because it's raining outside and we are going for a morning walk.
Yes.
So true.
Prevent these huge ebbs and flows, because then we're asking a lot of our pancreas, we're asking a lot of insulin, and we don't want to kind of challenge ourselves in that way. But in the short term, mood is better. We know the data shows that individuals who have a steadier stream, or they follow a diet that we call it lower glycemic index, so a diet that would contribute towards steady energy, less free sugars, less refined grains, etc., better mood. And that's as deep as lower depressive symptoms. Clearly, we don't go out on, advertising with less depression, right? That's a very complex topic, but it is a better mood, right? It's less mood swings. It's better energy too. So if you have like kind of that less of that dip, but also if you navigate away from very low glucose, which you can when you have, we talk a lot about high glucose, but we also want to think through low glucose, because if you're not fueling correctly, clearly we've all experienced low energy, poor cognition, etc. because of that. You know that in the short term, it's better sleep as well. There's some really interesting data that shows if you're kind of spiking and valleying all night long, the next day, not only will you have that worse control, but actually you're not equipped to make a great decision when you're trying to decide what foods you're going to eat. Right? I think we've all had that. I think part of it is like you wake up and you're fatigued and you don't quite know why, and then you're like, I'll take all the pastries, right? So we all have that. And then we also have better ability to focus when we have tighter control. And then hunger. Hunger is really interesting, because we think through hunger and we think through cravings, right? And they're very, very different. But there's some really cool data that shows that when you're on the top of that spike and when you're crashing, we can actually identify where on that crash that you're going to be hungry. It almost feels like some sort of magic where I'm like, you're about to be hungry, right? And you have enough fuel on board, but your body insulin's at play, you're storing it, and then, kind of in the back of your mind, you're saying, oh, I think I'm running out of fuel, right? And you feel like kind of, you feel motivated to grab something very quick, kind of sugary, kind of quick energy, and that's that crash, right? So if we can prevent that spike in that crash, we can kind of even out that appetite.
About, and I'm sure people will be asking you all about on social media when they see some of your posts. So one is training fasted, I know that's been a hot topic, and a lot of people have talked about, training fasted, pros, cons. It's quite a divisive topic. So now, if you're wearing Lingo in the morning, you can see your data, you can see the impact on your glucose. What would I suppose your advice be in terms of training fasted, or at least after training, that recovery window, when to view?
Yes, a lot of questions there. So when someone asks me, should I train fasted? My first question actually back to them is, what is your goal, right? So if I'm going for, I'm training for a marathon right now, and if I'm going for kind of a lighter workout, and I want to be able to tap into what we call metabolic flexibility, which is a way where you're really, fine-tuning your carbohydrate metabolism, but also your fat metabolism, then I might go for a fasted workout, right? And I might go fasted or kind of this low energy, where I'm training my body to utilize fat as fuel. And I think sometimes I'm mentally training it to just like, you can get through this. I only do that, and I only recommend it on shorter workouts, a little bit lower intensity, and not a critical workout. If you're telling me like, hey, I gotta nail this one workout, I gotta nail this long run, well, certainly don't do it on empty, right? So the longer you go, the more, intense that workout is, the more you're gonna ask of your body, like, let's make sure we have fuel in the tank. And for a lot of athletes that I work with, sometimes morning workouts, it's really hard to dive into like breakfast before you go. So dinner the night before is very important. We want to back up that clock, close the kitchen early for better glucose control, for better sleep. And some interesting things on, let's say you're working out, you don't want to do fasted, but you also didn't have time for breakfast. Don't eat on your way out the door. Because what our data is showing us is within about 30 to 60 minutes after eating, you're going to have a spike. And after that spike, natural spike, you're going to have this decline, right? This is your body's way of saying your glucose is coming up, insulin's going to come into action and help you store this fuel, right? When you are storing the fuel, that is the worst time to start a workout. And I've done this a bazillion times, and it's that workout where you're like, what is it? I thought I was in shape. Like, why do I feel so fatigued? Why can I not perform like I think I should? Coming down off this spike, you're storing fuel, but you're also asking for fuel, right? So it's just metabolically a poor time to start a workout. So there's two ways to handle this. You either back up the clock and you eat, 2 to 3 hours before the workout, or when you are starting the workout, and again, this depends on how long you're going, right? If you're going for 10 minutes, this is a different conversation. But if you have an important workout, and it's going to be for a while, when you are starting this workout, that is when you fuel. It's kind of this active warm-up phase. You have a different transporter. It's called a GLUT4 transporter, and that naturally mobilizes fuel into the muscle, which is where you need it, right?
When you start,
when you're starting. Yeah, so if I work with a lot of professionals, elites, and Olympians. So for them, clearly I want them to back up the clock. But if they're just starting that workout, during the first mile, they're taking a gel, they're taking a sports drink, they're taking some carbohydrate, because I need them to fuel, and certainly I don't want them doing it on the way to the trailhead. Yeah, so it's kind of, you either back up the clock 2 to 3 hours, or just as you're starting, that's when you're
But women in the room, if they track their cycle, I'm sure you'll see a big difference, because I definitely do. And like in week 4, for example, the spikes can just be like up, down, night and day. So I encourage you to kind of, bear in mind when you look at it, where am I in my cycle, if you're tracking that. But this is a very important question. So we had a lot of discussion yesterday with the Lingo team about questions that we might receive as, say, for example, myself as a quote-unquote healthy individual who is using this product, finding out more about my own health, and as you said, being proactive about my own healthcare, and some of the questions and maybe even the challenges that we know are kind of being received around, well, why is this product useful for someone who is relatively healthy? Is it kind of pathologizing a normal bodily function? And I guess what would you say to some of those challenges that we might receive around why this product is useful? Because the main question is, do you have diabetes? And if not, why are you using this product? So how can we help people to understand the use case?
Yeah, we do get a lot of that question. And I'll admit that before I was familiar with CGM, whether it was for health or performance, I had that mindset too. And I presented to plenty of doctors, dietitians, etc., who look very incredulous at the start of the talk. But then when you look through the data, it's so compelling, right? So this is kind of the way, it's kind of like a don't knock it until you've tried it. But we have this idea that if you don't have diabetes, if you don't have problems with insulin, pancreatic function, etc., you're just steady all day. And the only way we know that's not true is through continuous glucose, through healthy individuals, athletes, etc. It's just not, we're not steady all day. right? And more research is coming out with the poor health, the inflammation that follows when we have these huge glucose excursions, right? We're throwing a lot of fuel, a lot of sugar at our body that our body is not, it's equipped to handle, but it doesn't need, right? So if it doesn't need all this fuel, and it needs fuel, but maybe not as many free or added sugars that we added.
Snacks, let's be honest, snacks.
Like,
After, if we eat an evening meal, I think anecdotally, you know, have an evening meal, maybe we do
Yeah.
whatever you do at the time, an hour later, 2 hours later, you don't feel those signals of hunger like you said.
Right.
Your glucose might only just be coming down from having dinner, and it's like, oh, it's nice, you're cheese and crackers, and I'm having a snack, and as you say, if you see that kind of, I talk a lot about behaviour change and habit formation, and it's almost that habit of like, it's not saying you're never going to have cheese and crackers again,
No.
but I think when people can see real-time data about their own bodies, as you said, we live in this world of abundance. You can just eat every minute of the day, and you don't always need it. And I think seeing that, if you want, you know, people to make, you know, habit change and to look at the kind of daily habits that they have, I think snacking, I don't know if you all agree, is one of the main things that people kind of go, actually, yeah, I snack a lot. And as soon as you realise it, you kind of go, oh, maybe I'll just wait till dinner and not you know, have another snack that I don't really need.
Yeah.
Snackers?
Yeah.
We've got snacking over here.
Yeah, so I think I'm never asking anybody to eat less. I'm asking them to fuel with something different.
Okay.
Or I'm thinking, like, can we just take a break? And again, everything I say is do as I say, not as I do, because I live in the real world with 3 children. But, you know, it's just the data at hand, and it is your own data. You can see how you're responding, right? And it's really quite interesting in that you're seeing how you're responding, but then you're checking in with yourself and seeing how you're feeling, right? Because we probably feel better if we don't eat all day long. I know I do. And I feel better, like it's like I want to have the cookie, and I can have the cookie, but I know I feel better. Not only like in my own skin, but my day looks better, and I'm not necessarily doing it. But you know, when you kind of see how they work together, it's pretty compelling. So some of those spikes are natural and not necessarily harmful. It's those huge excursions, those huge spikes and then a crash, or a spike that's just up and it's just continuing, right? That suggests that, you know, kind of an overload on the system, or, you know, more insulin at play than we want it to be. So that's kind of like the negative spikes. The beneficial spike is when you're thinking through exercise or activity and you're looking and you're saying, my body's just moving glucose out of storage and into circulation where I want it, right? Not all spikes are bad, you know, and then some spikes, you know, I think through like, when I eat certain foods, I'm going to naturally have a spike. But also, I want it to be less of a spike and more of a steady approach. So a banana, for instance. If I have a banana on its own, spike, crash, right? If I have a banana with some peanut butter, maybe, you know, throw in some fibrous vegetables depending on the time of the day, it's going to increase, but it's going to be less of a crash, right? But it's also, what does my day look like? Maybe I needed that spike, that fuel, because I'm going to utilize it later during a workout, right? So I don't want people to get into a point where, because you do have people like, I feel like I can't eat anything, right? But actually, when you think through all the foods, there are so many awesome foods that we can have that are not going to create a spike. And there are also so many awesome foods that might on its own create a spike, but when you start with vegetables, add in protein, add in fat, and then you have the banana cheesecake donut, right? It's blunted, digestion is slowed, and your body has more time to kind of digest, absorb, utilize that fuel.
We're on the road again. We're off on a lunch now. We just did a little workout, and then we're going for more food, which I'm very excited about. And we're getting little buggies there. Where are we going to? We're going to a garden restaurant.
Yes, the wild something.
The wild something. And then we're going to go to the spa after. Hopefully we can stay there longer as well. Oh my god. very, very exciting delivery. So as you may know, I previously had the smaller version of this one, which I absolutely adored, and I have featured quite a lot on my Instagram, my YouTube, my TikTok. I also have the Smeg smoothie machine, which I just adore, and they very kindly sent over the new Smeg coffee machine. This is a hand espresso coffee machine. So that means that you do the grinding, you actually make the coffee, you do the milk frothing. It's not one of those autopilot ones where you put the pod in. However, I just love the ritual of actually making a coffee, and I adored my coffee machine. So I picked out this big one, which is really interesting. I'm really excited about it because it has its built-in grinding machine, which is really exciting, so I don't have to do it in another device. So it really feels like I do have coffee house, coffee machine in my own home. So let's unbox this and see what it looks like. Oh my goodness, she is actually stunning. And actually I was a bit nervous how big she was going to be, and actually she's not too bad. So let's put the appliances together. It suddenly got so dark. Okay, she is stunning. I was really nervous how big she was actually going to be. However, I feel like I'm growing on it. It's so gorgeous. I just love how slick it looks and still very retro. I'm in an hour in between the cream and the white, but I'm really glad I went for the white, as it just goes with the kitchen so well. And like I said, it's in this really beautiful retro classic Smeg style, which I just adore. So let's get it all set up so it's ready to go, and then I think I'm going to treat myself to some really lovely Italian coffee beans from the Italian deli up the road. Okay, first off I'm putting on the coffee bean grinder. So that's what I really like about it as well, is that you can remove this so you can give it a clean, but basically you put the coffee beans in there, and then at the bottom here we'll create fresh ground coffee, which is life-changing. So these are some of the accessories the Smeg coffee machine come with. It also, this is a new feature, it actually comes with a presser, which is really lovely, and it's so slick and beautiful, and it just sits at the top here. And then it comes with its own Smeg milk carafe, which is lovely. So that will sit here, and that is the coffee machine. Honestly, I'm so obsessed. I'm gonna do a quick bit of styling, and then we'll go through the coffee machine. And that, I think, is the little setup for now. I feel like that looks very cute. So this is the coffee machine up close and personal. I'll leave it down below so you can check it out for yourself. But she is absolutely beautiful. So you have the water filter at the back, you have the coffee ground stump here. This is where you put the fresh coffee beans in. Then this is where the ground coffee comes out. And then this is obviously where the espresso comes out. Milk frother. This is a new milk frother as well, so very excited for that. Okay, so this is a single espresso, double espresso, and then again, single espresso, double espresso. Milk frother. She is beautiful. I am absolutely obsessed. So thank you very much to Smeg for very kindly sending this over. She is going to be well and truly loved, and I actually cannot wait to have fresh coffee in this. Ready to go to my darling's house for this evening in a very all black and brown look. I've just put these new earrings in from Soru. I love Soru, and I think they're very, very cute. So very happy with those. And yeah, just a simple look. I have got some new trainers on as well. I got the black and brown Adidas on, and I actually really like them. I wasn't too sure at first, but I feel like they go with my outfit quite well. But anyway, I'm gonna head out the door and head to Peckham because it's gonna take me an hour to get to. And I need to quickly get some bits for Helena's. So yes, let's head on our way. Look how beautiful the sky is. Wow. First coffee of the day in Peckham. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Good morning. I've woken up in Peckham.
She's a South London girlie.
She's a South London girlie. and we're going on a little adventure. We had a really nice dinner last night. Chaotic dinner. We tried some pubs, we tried some bars, and then we got a takeaway from Bam Bam, which is an OG favourite. Is it Vietnamese?
Yeah.
Vietnamese restaurant, which we used to always go to and, well, order from Clapham. So that was memory lane, and it was so delicious.
Still so good. I will be going when they open the restaurant.
Oh my god, I'm coming with you because it's just so good. But anyway, we're doing a mooch around this morning. Gonna go and try and see some different shops, get to know a bit about Peckham. There's some houses that Hells wants to show me.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful around here. We've just got a coffee from DoverDale, which was really cool. So I thought I'd take you on our little Sunday adventure. Cute. Oh, good olive oils. Just entered heaven. This is so cute. Oh my goodness. I feel like I need to get something. Oh.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, she rode there for 5 months.
Yeah, my 5 months. These are cute ones.
These are so cute. Oh my god, I love those bowls. Winter form. Just tried on this Jake olive trench. Oh, very cool. In another little cute coffee shop. Good evening, everybody. I'm home, as you can see. I had the loveliest weekend with my best friend Hells. It was just so wonderful. I've got home, cleaned the house, I've ironed my bedding, I've had a shower, I've had a lovely full-one roast dinner, and I'm just getting myself ready for bed. And I'm gonna make my bed, and then I'm gonna have a turmeric latte because I want like something sweet and cozy. I really didn't sleep well last night, so I think I need it. I wanted to share my evening routine with you, as recently I've been getting so many compliments about my skin and the elasticity of it, if that makes sense. Like, a lot of people come up to me and ask if I've had Botox, and I generally think it's just down to this product. This is the Elizabeth Arden Retinol HPR Ceramide Rapid Skin Renewing Water Cream. This is incredible. It's super delicate as well, so I don't know if you are like me, where retinol is quite potent for my skin, and I struggle with how potent it is, so I usually tend to really break out. However, with this, I just haven't seemed to break out with it, and I use it day and night, and in the morning I use SPF over the top, and I just have seen such a difference in the skin texture, in the youth of my skin. It's just incredible. Just going in with one of those LMS resurfacing pads. But yeah, I've just seen such a difference in my skin. But yeah, I've just absolutely seen such incredible results. So I'm going to use that alongside my Sarah Chapman Digital Rest, because this is phenomenal as well. And that's it. There's not loads of serums I go through. Sometimes I like to use the Sarah Chapman Overnight Oil, but this is just incredible. And the Digital Rest, why it's called that, which I think is really clever, is Sarah Chapman herself designed this range around blue light, because obviously the modern life is literally surrounded by blue light. So she designed a day cream and a night cream to basically reset your skin and protect it against UV and blue light, which I think is incredible. And I really love the range. I really like the day one for makeup as well. I think it sits really lovely. So that is literally my skincare. I'll leave it down below. But yeah, I had a really lovely time in Peckham. It was really cool just to see all the like new places. It was really cool just to explore another place of London. And if you are on the hunt for like maybe some city, some town city exploring around London, then I'd really recommend Peckham. It was really cool. I will leave a TikTok down below where I've kind of basically jotted down the places I went to. But it was just really lovely. There was so many really cool independent like restaurants, shops, grocery shops, cafes. It was just really cool, so I'm really excited to explore them more. Hells and Finn are only there for 6 months because they are actually traveling the end of this year, which is really exciting. They're going to like New Zealand and Japan, which will be very cool. So they're literally just there for 6 months. They got a really good contract. But anyway, I'm blubbering. Let's go make the bed, because this is the best bit about Sunday night. Favorite way to end the week and a Sunday is fresh pajamas, showered, skincare, and fresh bedding. And I've even ironed it. Like, that is dedication. And these pajamas are actually from Chelsea Piers. These are really gorgeous. Chelsea Piers is such a lovely pajama company. I adore them. I have so many of them. So I really recommend those. So I'll leave those down below as well. Nothing beats fresh bedding. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a delicious golden milk latte. Oh my goodness. So guys, I'm going to end the vlog here. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in